What's going on is Anton from AntonDaniels.com. I appreciate you guys for continuing to rock with me. About to run out and take care of run some errands. So happy to see this car right here. Ooh wee. Look at the benzo. And then the shop is saying like, yo, you supposed to get your Porsche back this month, but the part's been on back order. But we're going to go ahead and take that one today. That's my airport car. So I ran to the airport in that. The Hyundai. This car don't hardly have any miles. I like the Vet over there. Got the Tesla. It's been a really, really great life. I can't even front. 3 main things that I got to do today. A, I got to run to the bank. B, I got to go to the P.O. box. C, I got to go and check out some properties. Some of y'all was on the Millionaire Morning Show yesterday when I got a call from my realtor and was like, Anton, I want you to check out these 3 properties. And a lady is actually selling them under distress, meaning that going through a divorce, need the money, need the cash, completely trying to divest herself from her husband, making an emotional decision when it comes to finances, and then I come along and take advantage of it. You know what I'm saying? So we got that popping off. And then I plan on getting out here in these streets tonight, getting active. You know, I love Detroit in the summertime. So I'll, bring the vlogging camera out with me. I'll be out and about and taking care of business. But, honestly, from a business perspective, it's hard to have that balance. It's hard to have the balance from understanding that the greatest time to become a millionaire is when other people are under distress. Like, I'm going to be 100% real with you. It's a lot of people that's going through things, and, jobs data came out, added 372,000 jobs and 3.6% unemployment, but it's a lot of people suffering. What type of jobs? Is it meaningful jobs? Is it gainful employment? Is it it's a lot of data to parse through in order to understand it. And it's a lot of people that tap in with me and say, Anton, I ain't got a lot of money, and it's the reason why I charge what I charge, because I only want to make sure that I can account for my time versus it actually being profitable, so I don't actually make any money off these coaching calls. And then I even do it for free. So I give away my time because my time is my currency, especially at this point in my life. And so I have to schedule some of these calls because I have to add value into people's life that rock with me and that need help. And so I help them and I do the things that I can do. But some of the stories that I even hear, and then the things that I have to deal with from a business perspective, as far as, hey, she want to get rid of all of her stuff and she gonna sell it anyway. Are you gonna be the buyer, Anton? And I'm like, absolutely. I'm gonna put together a package and I'm gonna go and grab that property right away. But again, the idea is that it's so many people out here suffering, and I get to see it firsthand because I have a level of visibility and I make myself available to the people, and I fly state to state on a weekly basis at this point. I only wanted it to be monthly, but weekly basis, I'm state to state taking care of business and meeting with people, interacting. I run into them in person, and my biggest problem is becoming, how do I balance it? How do I balance between looking at everything from a business perspective, which is one of the things that I teach you guys, and I teach you and I say it. You can't pour out of an empty cup. You have to be selfish before you be selfless. And people will say, Anton, well, you've done so much for me. Why don't you, let me do something for you, or let me do this, or let me do that, or let me, give you a little, whatever. Send you a pair. My dog podcast said, let me send you a pair of Jordans. I said, no. Take that money and buy a share, some shares of Nike with it. Buy 4 shares of Nike with it. You know what I'm saying? Let me add value to you instead. So I'm always trying to push other people and add value to other people's lives. And, it's a delicate balance because I can't talk to everybody for free. And my dilemma then becomes, well, who do you talk to for free? And then who do you, say, listen, my time is precious and I need it, and I actually want to go and talk to my own daughter. But it's like, you get pulled on in so many different directions, and you're trying to be there and take care of and help as many people as you possibly can, because that's the Christian and saintly and human thing to do. But it's difficult. It is difficult sometimes. I have to admit it. And then when you get some of these business deals and you see that be honest with you. Like, I get deals all day, every day. Especially in times of duress. Which is one of the reasons why I know it's a recession on the horizon. Because there's too many deals coming into the fold for people that have. And the people that are, you know, that you're doing the deals with, that they're coming to you, or other people, you know, your network is your net worth, so they will bring these deals to you. And it's like, man, you get across the negotiating table with them and you absolutely mop the floor with them, and they never knew what was coming. What am I supposed to do? Tell them, hey man, listen, I'm mopping the floor with you. You need to probably ask for this, this, and this. But yeah, all of my deals is cash. So I don't do any financing whatsoever. I just try to get rid of as much money as possible because I don't need to leverage credit in order to do so, which there is a such thing as, I don't like to say good debt because that's almost like an oxymoron. It's certainly debt that's not so bad. So I'll say okay debt. Anytime you got to give away money to the servicers of the loan, it's not ideal, but I will say to use other people's money in order to make more money, depending on what the interest rate is a completely different conversation from what we're talking about. I've made the sacrifices in my life to be able to do the things that I want to do, to be in a position of power. And this is what I teach my people. I say, yo, you have to stay down for an extended period of time. I don't care if it takes you 10 years. And 10 years seems like a long time, but people do bids and stretches for 10 years. They be in jail for 10 years. And they do a dime. They take a dime without even blinking twice if it benefits them. You know what I'm saying? But my point is that you can still do all of the fun things. You can do things for free. You can have a good time. You can interact with people. You can build your network. You can do two things at once, which means that you can have your cake and eat it too. As far as you don't have to be out here with new cars and balling and taking on a whole lot of debt for the next 30 years in order for you to be able to buy a house, or buying a house at the top of the market just because you have a fear of missing out, not being patient, not having endurance. I've learned these lessons over my lifetime and applied them from a business perspective to what it is that I'm doing now. Get it, car? Gotta merge in. And I've applied these lessons into my life on a daily basis, and now I'm operating from a position of power. A position of power. And now that I'm in a position of power, and I've been operating in this space for an extended period of time now, I've seen everything. I mean, I've seen people willing to give away what it is that they have for pennies on a dollar. And sometimes you just got to walk away like, you know what? I don't even want to be a part of this. I don't want to be a part of this deal. It's not worth it. Like, I'm not looking to take complete advantage of somebody. But Jesus Christ, it's literally like playing Monopoly in real life. You winning at a higher level, and the more you win, the bigger the wins are going to be in the future. The higher the position of power, the more money you have if you leverage it correctly instead of trying to snuff for people in order to try to, you know what I'm saying, validate a lifestyle or make them feel good about something that you're doing and they don't even care nothing about you. You will win 10 times out of 10, and there is no losing. There is no such thing as a loss when you start to get to a certain level. It's just how much can you run the check up? How many points can you put on the board? And while everybody else is out here on the struggle bus, you know what I'm saying, you just had to do it a little bit differently. And I didn't want to be in that same space that I came from the hood, and I want to be working the next 30, 40, 50 years and then retire and then be greeting people at Walmart talking about I'm trying to make ends meet. Listen, I love people. I absolutely love people, but I cannot save everybody. I cannot help everybody. I cannot give a magic wand. I can't pay everybody's. Dog, do you know I pay people's rent? I pay people funeral expenses. Like, I've done a lot for people, but how much do I owe people in order to, you know what I'm saying, continue to be able to live my life mentally in peace to where I'm like, yo, okay, how much is that enough giving back? I don't know, it's hard. And sometimes I just have to turn on that switch. Let me roll up this window. Sometimes I have to hit the switch so that I can feel comfortable and sleep at night, because it's hard to sleep at night to know that you're so up And then there's people that will argue you down and be in a position of duress, and they so down. So unfortunate. And then that's why I created my oasis. And my oasis is my Patreon, and those are my family. I've even divested myself away from a lot of my family members because it's like, yo, y'all really don't get it. You really don't understand what this is, as far as the fact that I need to get away so I can get up. And then everybody is still telling me, well, Anton, you got to come back and do this for the family. I have to turn that switch off. I have to hit the switch. I got to hit the button. Nope. I'm never going backwards. Ever. For what? I don't owe nobody nothing. And everything I do is as a result of the goodness of my heart. And it don't mean that I don't love you. It just means that I got to divest myself away from that in order to make sure that I do the things that's best for me and the people that I'm close to, which is my bag chasers. If you have not kicked it with the bag chasers, if you don't know what a bag chaser is, bag chasers have nothing to do with just money. Bag chasing has everything to do with leveraging your network and doing the things that's necessary to become the best version of yourself, understanding that the money come with it. The relationships come with it. Success comes with it. Everything comes with it. But you have to do the work. And I'm giving you all the information, and I'm creating an environment for people to be able to kick it with you. And you just have to tap in. So shout out to my Patreon members. That link is in the description as well as pinned to the top of the chat. If you want to rock out with a group of people that is going in the direction that you want to go in, I've created Wakanda. And it's not just black people, it's everybody. It's up to you though. You want to tap in with a group of people that's going in the direction that you're going in, or you want to continue to be a dusty. Link to the Patreon is in the description again, as well as pinned to the top of the chat. I love you. I appreciate you. Sure, I got some sneakers in here. And if you need to kick it with me personally, email me at antondaniels413@gmail.com. Zoom calls, all of that. Ooh, I got a lot of stuff in there. I'm gonna holler at y'all later. Peace.